It's Found Family Fortunes, the Octocon family from the National Irish Scientific Convention, Janet, Paul and James. And from Belfast, the Titancon family, Samuel, Tommy and Abe. All here to play Found Family Fortunes, a quiz of uncommon knowledge from the common folk across sci-fi, fantasy and horror, books, movies, comics and games. And here's your host, James Brophy. Hello, good evening, and welcome to you all in here, out there, and watching us on Twitch. I'm James Brophy, one of Octocon's programming team, and I shall be your host for the next hour. Our fearless program team have been out and about in the virtual sense, collecting answers from all corners of the world of fandom. Fascinating the answers we get on some of our surveys. When asked who would win bluffing at poker, most of our survey respondents said Black Widow. However, the top scoring answer was Thanos when the game was changed to Snap. Fandom, be it online or in person, is how people come together and find each other in this modern world. Be it a TV show you love, a cosplay you need a partner for, or the delight of finding the one other person in the universe who loves your favorite book as much as you do. Fandom is how so many folks in the world meet new friends, partners, and embarrass their children by attending panels in a dinosaur onesie. Tonight, our fortunate found families will not be competing for money. They will be competing for pride on our coveted award, which is priceless, but only because our treasurer can't calculate how to reimburse me for a single sheet of paper. So we have the fortunes, we have the families, and we have a whole weekend of programming waiting for us to get out of the way. So let's meet the Octocon family. Janet, how are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm really looking forward to this. It's a great way to kick off a full weekend of Octocon. I can believe there's over 100 program items being done this year online.
As we're both former chairs of Octocon, of course, I have to stay impartial for the quiz. Isn't it lovely to not be in charge of it? Really lovely to not be in charge of any part of it.
Well, yes, but it's also really important that as chairs that we find new people to be able to pass the chairhood on to. It's really important that we figure out who else can be involved and get involved and pass it on. And that is why Octocon has ran for over 30 years.
So what do you do for Octocon, Janet?
Aside from annoying our current chair, I manage the social media for Octocon. So all of the annoying tweets and all of the strange tweets and the stuff that you see on Instagram and Facebook, if you're not following us, please do. I have a hand in creating them.
Excellent. So go down the line and introduce us to the rest of your panel.
We have a new member to the Octocon family. Stepping up to be part of our committee this year is Paul.
Hello.
Hello, Paul. Tell us about yourself.
I am a writer and comic creator, and I'm part of the programming team for Octocon, though not part of making this show. I stood back and let other people get the headache of that, and I'm also the website editor for Octocon.
Excellent. And what do you do outside of Octocon?
Not very much. The world is closed. I write and make comics, which is the main things that I do, and then I just try to stay a bit sane.
but plug a link. Go on. Plug a link. Go on. Nothing you want to point people towards? Turning Roads? No.
Irish comics.
Yes, I am a big part of Irish comics. I helped set up a website, irishcomics.ie, and I edited an anthology earlier this year called Turning Roads, which has 18 short stories of Irish folklore in sci-fi and fantasy.
Excellent, and hopefully you will be hearing about more of that across the weekend at various panels.
Paul's also running a workshop. If you haven't signed up, please do. He's running a workshop on editing and laying out comics.
Excellent. So that'll fill up fast, presumably. So get your name in quick. So James, you are, for people who don't know, I am 20 years at Octocon, and James was the chair of Octocon when I first joined. Tell us a little about yourself beyond that.
Hello, I'm James. I was chair of Octocon in the year 2000, and I've been involved in Octocon committees on and off since 1993. So I currently help out with website stuff and registration. And this is due to the magic of time travel. I was up till 4 a.m. last night making Discord invite works.
You built you built Discord bots first. You've literally built AI to manage the people coming to the convention.
And James isn't building AI, he has a fabulous passion for Lego and has run our Lego workshops.
Mm-hmm.
I swore I swore I wouldn't bring up his former ambassadorship to the people of the Lego company. People of Lego.
Yes, and there is a Lego workshop happening, or Lego. It's going to be a fun Lego building event on Zoom on Saturday afternoon. So if you can grab a box of bricks, come along, and it'll just be fun little building challenges.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to that. I'll definitely break something down to take part. So let's meet the Titancon family. Hello. So Sam, is it?
Yeah. Sam. I go professionally by Samuel Poots for writing credits, but Samuel is only when I'm in trouble with Mum.
Okay. So being paid for writing in trouble with Mum. So you're the co-chair of Titancon this year, as I understand it.
Yes, newly instated. In fact, that's the first time I've heard it said out loud.
Ooh, that's a privilege. How is it going?
So far, all very promising. I'm really looking forward to what we've got planned for next year, and it's really interesting being on this side of the curtain for Titancon. I've been to a few before, but this is my first time in the co-chair chair.
It's kind of terrifying how nobody really knows what they're doing, isn't it?
I'm very glad you said that.
Your former chair, you get to say a lot of things that are impolitic. So tell me about the rest of your team.
I'm sorry, this is actually the first time I've met them both. So
well, let me introduce you to the rest of your team. Tommy, how are you? Are you enjoying your evening?
I am fine, thank you very much. It's hilarious, but yeah, we are very virtual, as most people are, but we will be getting together next August, 5th to 7th of August in Belfast for a proper in-person convention. I'm the treasurer of Titancon, but I've been around Belfast fandom for a long time. I think I can beat James Shields. I was chair of the first Northern Irish convention in Wakeford, 1986.
Oh yeah, that definitely. That's nice. This is the sound of a true convention committee member, is that you worked in the location, the date, and that the registration is already open into any sentence.
Yes. And it's cheap until Easter next year.
Really? I had no idea.
As a treasurer, obviously, I'm trying to get money in.
So, Aid, hello. Introduce yourself to us.
Hi, Aid. I'm probably the longest serving member, having successfully evaded the chairmanship for 11 years.
The wisest member of the Titancon team, clearly.
Yeah, I'm the face that the guests get to meet, as I tend to pick them up from the airport to bring them to the hotel venue. So it's a scary face, I must admit. Yeah. And this year I've also taken on a secondary role as dealers coordinator. So if you're looking to sell something, or even if you're not looking to sell something, call.
An in-person dealer's room. I have missed that so much. An in-person dealer's room is that's definitely a thing. Like I'm jonesing for, is a place to drop a lot of money at a convention.
Oh, good. That sounds good. Yes, we'll sign you up straight away. Yeah. Tommy loves people with loads of money.
Excellent. Well, until then, I'm going to hold on to my purse strings, and we'll get started with the game. So here we go with Found Family Fortunes. Let's have the team captains up to the podium. So that's Janet and Sam. dear folks, when I read the question will appear at the bottom of the screen. For those that cannot hear my voice, we have 100 people surveyed, and the top 6 of those answers are on the board. Please clap your hands on screen when you hear the answer. When you have the answer, name one of DC's Justice League. I believe Janet was just ahead there.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Okay. Princess Diana Themyscira, is she on the board? Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, top answer with 43. Well done, Janet.
It was her idea.
It was her idea. Now, is that in the original continuity, or is that in the later continuity, or is that in all of continuity?
It's something that has consistently stayed across the continuities and the reboots and the New 52s.
Excellent. Okay, so you have control of the board. Do you want to play or pass?
James, Paul, are we playing or passing?
Play.
Play. Yeah, we're going to play.
Okay. So, Paul, name one of DC's Justice League.
The Flash.
The Flash. Very popular, has a TV show of his own. Is the Flash on the board? The Flash with 4. Ooh, that's a surprise to me. I'm a big fan of both Flash TV series.
That's good. We've bookended the board, so everything else should fall in the middle.
Well, James Shields, this is your chance to shine. Can you name a member of the DC's Justice League?
This is not my area of expertise, but I'm going to say Batman.
Batman. Well, let's see if Batman is a member of the Justice League. Is Batman on the board? Batman, second answer at 25. Well done, James. Solid answer. So things get a little more dicey now for you, Janet. Can you name a member of the Justice League that's missing from the board?
Superman.
Superman. Kal-El, is the last son of Krypton on the board? Superman at 19 points. Well done. And back to you, Paul. Can you find the missing member of the Justice League?
Oh, we've got 2 to go, don't we?
Well, it's a big roster over time, and this is out of a survey of 100 people asked. So so it's not necessarily who's on it, but rather who people think is on it.
I'm going to say Aquaman.
Aquaman, once upon a time a joke, but now very much a big sexy dude you wouldn't make a joke in front of. Is Aquaman on the board? Aquaman for 6 points. It's a complete blowout. Well done, the Octocon team, with 43, 25, 19, 6, and 4. The Octocon team have started their way down the scoring path. So there was one answer that we didn't get. There's one answer still left. So do James Shields, can you find the missing answer of the Justice League?
Ooh. This is, as I said, not my strongest area. So
I'm gonna have to rush you.
Isn't there one called the Ant?
The Ant. Let's see if it's on the board. The Ant.
No.
Sadly, no. There is nothing called the Ant. There's an indie comic called the Ant. There's the Marvel hero Ant-Man, but sadly, there is no the Ant. Let's keep going around the rotation. Janet, it's back to you. Can you name the missing member of the Justice League?
This is a tricky one, but I'm going to go with the member who was in a surprise cameo at the end of Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League movie, and go with John the Martian Hunter.
John Jones, the Martian Manhunter, or as Animal Man's kid called him, the Marshmallow Hunter. It's canon, folks. Look it up. Is the Martian Manhunter on the board? Martian Manhunter for 3 points. You've won the entire board. Well done, Octocon. So with the scores at so Octocon's won the entire board there. So it's 43, 25, 19, 6, 4, and 3. For 100 points, Octocon is on the way. Well done, Octocon. Now let's have the next 2 team members up to the podium. That's Paul and Tommy. 100 people surveyed were asked this question. Clap if you have an answer. Hands to the ready and on screen. Name an Irish star of science fiction or TV or movies. I believe Paul had it by a full second there.
Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender, an excellent answer. Magneto with a Cork accent. Let's see if he's on the board. Magneto with a Cork accent. Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender for 7. Well done. Now, do you want to hold on to the board or do you want to pass?
What do you guys think?
Keep it.
Keep it.
Okay, keep it.
All right, then. In that case, James Shields, you're up. Let's see if you can name an Irish star of science fiction TV or movies.
I've got to go with Colin Meaney.
Colin Meaney, Chief O'Brien himself, known to be the most important man in Starfleet if you're watching Lower Decks. Let's see if Colin Meaney is on the board. Colin Meaney. Of course, Colin Meaney's on the board. Star of stage and screen, Colin Meaney is, of course, a national damn treasure. The only man in all of Star Trek to say the word bollocks on screen. Janet, can you? It's down to you now. The real trick of this round is going to be getting everybody, because it's not a closed list. It's down to who answered when asked the question. Name an Irish star of science fiction, TV, or movies.
I would say Ruth Negga played Tulip in The Preacher.
Ruth Negga, excellent casting as Tulip in Preacher. Let's see if she is on the board. Ruth Negga, of course, also from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and a few other things at the moment. Yes, well done. That's a great answer. Just on the edge of the board, though, so you might want to head for the more comfortable answers next, Paul. So, Paul, can you think of another name? Can you name an Irish star of science fiction, TV, or movies?
I am going to say Robert Sheehan.
Robert Sheehan. Yes, Robert Sheehan, an excellent answer. Robert Sheehan from the Umbrella Academy. Is he on the board? Robert Sheehan sadly is not on the board. Surprising thing. After making such a wonderful splash in Misfits for Channel 4, he's sadly not made that much of an impression with the Umbrella Academy. So, James Shields, it's up to you. Can you name another Irish star of science fiction, TV, or movies?
I'm going to go with Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Irish fiction, so science fiction, TV, or movies. Liam Neeson, the Jedi Master himself. Is he on the board? Liam Neeson is, of course, on the board for 10 points. Well done, James. So, Janet, it's back to you. Can you name us another Irish star?
I'm going to say Colin Farrell. He played Deadshot in Daredevil.
I believe he played. The answer is still valid, but I believe you're slightly off on the comic character because he played Bullseye in Daredevil.
Bullseye, yes.
Yes, but essentially the exact same damn character.
It's just Marvel's version.
Yeah, yeah. So, Colin Farrell, star of Minority Report, is he on the board? Colin Farrell for 8 points, an excellent answer. Well done, Janet. So, it's back to you, Paul. It's getting dicey now.
Yeah.
Can you get us another name on the board without hitting a strike?
Colin Morgan, I think, is his name, from Merlin.
Colin Morgan. Okay. Let's see if Colin Morgan of Merlin is on the board. Sadly, no. Titancon, stay on your toes. This may be your chance to steal the entire board. James Shields, you said the last round wasn't your specialist area. Is this your? How are you feeling about this round?
My problem is I can never remember actors' names.
Well, that would be the key factor in answering the questions.
But I really hope there's more than one female name on the list. So I'm going to say Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse Ronan, an excellent answer. Unfortunately, these are based on 100 people answering survey questions, so they may not be as politically correct as we want them to be. So let's see if Saoirse Ronan is on the board. Saoirse Ronan is not on the board. Sadly, this is Titan. Sadly for Octocon, you're out of the running for the moment. So, Titancon, this is your chance to steal. You have 4 seconds to confer and give me the name of an Irish star of science fiction, TV, or movies.
Guys, the only one that I know is it Cillian Murphy, the Scarecrow in the Batman movies? I don't know any other ones.
Cillian Murphy's here.
Okay, is that going to be your final answer?
Moody?
Yeah.
That's the only one I know.
Well, it depends if Game of Thrones counts as science fiction.
Probably not.
I'm going to have to rush you, gentlemen.
Okay, go with Cillian Murphy, I would say.
We're going to go with Cillian Murphy. All right. Cillian Murphy, well-known staple of American movies, always plays a lovely baddie. Is Cillian Murphy the Scarecrow on the board? Cillian Murphy for 9 points. Well done. They have stolen the board. An excellent steal there by Titancon. So with 86 points, Titancon is in the running against Octocon's 100. There's one answer missing from the board, and it is Donald Gleason. The discussion there went to Mad Eye Moody, and you are absolutely in the right area because sorry, I'm thinking of his dad, Donald Gleason, of course. Donald Gleason, of course, the son of the Mad Eye Mooney actor, and does a great scream at a bunch of starships. So let's have the next 2 members of the teams up to the podium. That's James and Aid. Welcome, gentlemen.
You can do it, James.
We can't.
Not a chance.
Now, wished the rest of you. So, hands up on screen, get ready to clap. If you know the answer to this one, name a film that features time travel. Aid had it ahead. Well done.
Yeah.
So, can you name a film that features time travel?
Yes.
Would you name that film? I'm gonna have to rush you.
Time
travel.
Time Cop.
Time Cop. Okay, let's see if Time Cop is on the board. Time Cop is not on the board. Oh Lord. So, James, this is going to go back and forth between you until one of you can name a film that features time travel. Can you name a film?
I'm going to say Time Bandits.
Time Bandits, a classic. Let's see if Time Bandits is on the board. 100 people were surveyed, and none of them in large enough numbers to make the rankings said either Time Cop or Time Bandits. It's back to you, Aid. Do you want to go for a safer answer when it comes to time travel?
Safer than Time Cop? Okay. Oh shit. Pardon my French.
3.
Time Traveler.
And, it doesn't have to have time travel in the title. It's like any film with time travel in it.
I know. Can't think. Sorry.
Okay. You have no answer for me?
No,
okay.
sorry.
We're going to pass it back to James. A film that features time travel.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I love Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Let's see if that's on the board.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted.
Yay.
Any Bill and Ted.
Sorry, guys.
They were co-opted together. Now, James, given how complex it was to actually come to the first answer, do you guys want to choose to play or pass this round on to Titancon?
What do you think, guys?
Because you may get it back.
I'm happy to play. What do you think, James?
Pass, I think.
I'm kind of inclined to agree with Janet and pass.
Okay. All right. That's final consensus. All right, Titancon, the board is yours. Name a film that feature. Sorry, I have to call out a person, don't I? Sam, name a film that features time travel.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. That would have been my first answer right off the top of my head. Let's see if Back to the Future is on the board. Back to the Future with 50 points. Half of all respondents came back to the Future as the answer. So excellent answer there. So, Tommy, can you name another film that features time travel?
I'm going to recommend the movie. It's not my answer. Predestination. It's fantastic. But my answer is Terminator.
Terminator,
Ooh,
film that
yeah.
features time travel. Let's see if it's on the board.
Oh,
Sadly not. Octocon, stay alive. This may be your chance to steal. Well, maybe coming up soon.
Yeah.
Tommy, sorry, we're back to 8 again, aren't we? Yeah, thank you. So, 8, have you had a thought about any more time travel films?
Time Machine, H.G. Wells.
The Time Machine. Let's see if the Time Machine is on the board. It's a classic. And it is rewarded. Well done. An excellent pick. We actually accept any version of the Time Machine, not just the original. So we're all the way back around to Sam. Can you name a film that features time travel?
Oh, Aid actually just said the one I was going to go with.
Out of 100 people surveyed, the first answer off the top of people's head was...
I'll say Interstellar.
Interstellar does definitely features lensing of time. Let's see if Interstellar is on the board. Oh, stay alive, Octocon. Keep hope alive. This may be your round after all. So we're back to Tommy. Name a film that features time travel.
I suppose one of the Marvel ones with Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange indeed does feature time manipulation in a very strong way, thanks to the time stone. Let's see if Doctor Strange is on the board. Sadly, no. Sadly, no. Now, Octocon, this is your chance to steal. If you can name any of if you can fill the gaps on the board is yours. And if you can't, Titancon gets to keep their winnings. So let's see.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot Tub.
No.
Oh, wait. Have we had the biggest film I can think of that hasn't been mentioned is The Traveler's Wife. Has anyone?
I would have gone with Avengers Endgame.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think Hot Tub Time Machine has had a sequel and it might
I've never
hit
heard
the
of it,
rankings.
so
Might hit the rankings sooner.
really,
Okay, final answer is...
we've got to go with the captain, I guess.
Okay.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot Tub Time Machine. Excellent movie. Crispin Glover makes a return from his Back to the Future days. Let's see if Hot Tub Time Machine is on the board. Sadly, no. Hot Tub Time Machine is not on the board. So with 67 points, Titancon gets to hold on to their new lead, pulling ahead of Octocon. And let's go through the answers that were missed. So just above the Time Machine was Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home with 8, with Time Travel Adventure, Spock and a Whale. Who would have seen it coming? So just above Bill and Ted, Any, was
Looper.
And just above Looper, James Shields, you're gonna prepare to grab your head. It's Time Traveler's Wife.
Damn.
You're in the right area, but sadly no. So let's have the next two people up to the podium. I believe we're back around to the captains. That's Janet and Sam.
Sorry, I appear to have been filmed on the deck of the Titanic today.
That's okay. It's much better than running into turbulence or being hit by a torpedo. So for our last question in the first round, Janet and Sam, get your hands ready to clap. And if you know the name of a 1980s cartoon series that had a tie-in toys. Sam, you're just ahead. Let's hear it.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, TMNT. Are they on the board? They are not on the board. They were not a popular enough answer to make the board. Janet, this is your chance.
He-Man and Masters of the Universe.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Let's see if it was popular enough to make it onto the board. With 49 points, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe made it onto the board. Janet, the board, controls of the round is yours. Do you want to hold on to it or pass it back to Titancon?
I think maybe we'll stick with this one. What do you
Okay.
think, Paul and James? Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
All right then. In that case, Paul, the question is yours. Can you name a 1980s cartoon series that had tie-in toys?
I'm going to say Transformers.
Transformers. Safe answer. Who doesn't love a little Optimus Prime in their life? Transformers, is it on the board? Transformers 20 is on the board. Well done. Now the answers are going to get quite neat because you can see 49 and 20. So what comes after this is going to be a little more wild. So James Shields, what do you think? Can you name a 1980s cartoon series that have tie-in toys?
I'm struggling a little bit. I remember lots of 80s TV series cartoons, and I can't remember toys for very many of them. I'm sure that one of my favorite cartoons was Jason the Wheeled Warriors, but I don't remember ever seeing toys for it. So, but it definitely looks like a cartoon that looks like
Is that your answer?
built to market toys, and I haven't got any better answers to mind.
Okay, so that's the answer we're going with, Jason the Wheel Warriors. All right, Jason the Wheel Warriors, a magnificent cartoon series, in part written by Joe Straczynski. Let's see if Jason the Wheel Warriors is on the board. Sadly, it's not. Jason the Wheel Warriors does actually have a set of toys, but the toys were made in advance of the cartoon series.
But they never made it to Europe.
They also barely made it out because the toys were actually a failure by the time the cartoon series got to air. It's Toy Galaxy on YouTube is an excellent place to learn all kinds of wonderfully pointless knowledge about this kind of thing. So we are back to so good instinct, James. Sadly, it's not rewarded. We're back to you, Janet. Can you name a 1980s cartoon series that had tie-in toys?
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony, MLP itself. Let's see if My Little Pony is on the board. My Little Pony for 5 points. It's not the main six, it's only 5 of them. Let's see. It's an excellent answer. It's not the My Little Pony you know now from Friends of Magic Kids. It's weirder. It's like way weirder.
And Diane Duane got to write some of the episodes. One of Octocon's former guests of honors.
Indeed, she did, and she tells. If you can ask her about it, she tells some magnificent stories from that writer's room. So the round goes to Paul. So can you name a 1980s cartoon series that tie-in toys?
This is difficult because I'm a 90s kid. I'm trying to remember anything from the 80s. Nope, I'm blanking.
You got no answer?
I've got no cartoons from the 80s.
It's going to be a strike if you don't answer something.
I know, but I don't have an answer.
Okay, strike it on the
blanking.
board. All right, keep alive, Titancon. Rack your toy knowledge because this might be your chance to steal. James Shields, can you hold on to the board for Octocon and name a 1980s cartoon series that tie-in toys?
Care Bears.
Care Bears,
Yes.
Excellent answer. Let's see if Care Bears, one of the 3 properties that had movie release the same year as Transformers, is on the board. Care Bears. Care Bears for 9 points is on the board, of course. Care Bears, of course, were going to kill off Grumpy Bear, but they decided not to after the reception to how kids reacted to Optimus Prime's death. That's not true. Like, no. Before we get letters, no, that's true. Right. So we are it's all on a knife edge. Janet, it's back to you. Do you feel confident that you can name another 1980s cartoon series with tie-in toys?
I'm going to go for He-Man's twin sister, She-Ra.
He-Man's twin sister, She-Ra. She-Ra, the Princess of Power. Let's see if Adora is on the board. She-Ra, an excellent answer for 6 points. Well done. It's wonderful to see how the everyone thinks of the 80s as being boys' toys, but it's lovely to see the gender mix actually making a presence in the answers. She-Ra, of course, popularized again by the Netflix show, which is wonderful, and I recommend everyone to check it out. It's now back to you. Back to you, Paul.
Yep.
Can you rack your brain and just give it a go? Otherwise, it's going to be Titancon to steal.
I don't know how old this is or even if I had toys at the time, but I'll say Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, an excellent answer. Scooby-Doo did in fact have tie-in toys. Let's see if it's on the board. Sadly, it's not a popular enough answer to be on the board. So, Titancon, your chance to steal. Have a confer and come back to me with an answer.
No idea.
Thundercats.
Oh,
That was my next guess.
Is that your final answer?
Go with that.
We're gonna go with that.
It's either that or Barbie. Come on, Thundercats.
Okay, Thundercats. Let's see if Thundercats is on the board. Thundercats.
Oh, yeah. What
Sadly, no,
Philistines did you
Thundercats
question?
is not on the board.
What Philistines did you question?
The general fandom public across Twitter. So the people who are coming to your convention, you can take it out on them.
Might just.
So, with 49, 29, 6 and 5, Octocon is back in the lead. So let's have a look at the one missing answer from the board.
Is it GoBots? Is it
A
GoBots?
1980s cartoon series
Barbie.
that had tie-in toys. You're not that far away because the answer is G.I. Joe.
Oh,
Of course.
Real American heroes, or I would be absolutely filleted if I didn't mention known as Action Force in Europe.
Now I
some
know.
people really care about that, and of course, knowing is half the battle. I don't believe the Wuzzles had a toy.
Wuzzles absolutely had a full range of toys.
Now at the halfway stage, the Octocon family are on 189 points and Titancon are trailing just behind with 153 points. Fan Family Fortunes is exclusively brought to you by Octocon. The National Irish Science Fiction Convention Octocon is not run for profit. For the last 30 years, it's run purely by the goodwill and volunteer spirit of fans just like yourself and myself. Every year, we run various fundraising efforts for our chosen charity. This year, it's a most deserving group, BeLonGTo Youth Services, supporting lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, and intersex young people in Ireland. Please consider heading to donate.belongto.org and have a look at the video of what they do during our break. We'll be back with double money in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Now, while I grab a drink of water, please take a look at what BeLonGTo do.
Connection. It's all around us. It's in our late night text messages to say things will be okay. It's in the difficult phone calls we make when we feel our most alone. It's in the moments we step up to support those who feel shut out. In recent years, our world has changed remarkably, revealing our need for connection in ways we could have never imagined. We've learned so much more about the power of community and how we need each other to thrive, and how we really are stronger together. At BeLonGTo Youth Services, we believe true connection exists in a community where young people feel safe, accepted, and valued for who they are. Since 2003, we've connected with you to champion the voices of LGBTI+ youth and achieve a vision of a safe, healthy, and equal Ireland for all. But the work doesn't stop there. In fact, we've only just begun. With your support, we can do so much more. We can continue to connect the LGBTI+ community when they need us most. We can keep the connection alive. It starts with you. Connect with us at belongto.org.
Welcome back. We're having a wonderful time at our first night of Octocon right here on Twitch. There's still time to register and get access to our Discord running during the convention and enjoy everything Octocon has to offer, because conventions are about meeting people and making new friends. Now, before the break, Octocon family were on 189 points, and the Titancon family were just behind on 153, but it's all to play for as we double the reward for every answer from this point out in double money. So let's have the next two family members up to the podium. So, Paul and Tommy. Keep in mind, we're doubling the money from this point out, so clap your hands on screen when you're sure you have an answer. Of 100 people surveyed, they were asked to name a Star Trek show. Wow, straight in, no kissing. There's Tommy Ferguson. What do you have?
Discovery.
Discovery. Let's see if Discovery is on the board. Discovery is on the board with 11. It's yours now. So, do you want to play or pass?
What do you think, guys?
Play.
Okay, let's play.
All right. Feeling confident that you can name Star Trek TV shows. Let's keep going with Aid. Can you name a Star Trek television show?
Voyager.
Okay, let's see if Voyager is lost in the Delta Quadrant, but is it on the board? Voyager just above Discovery with 12. Excellent answer. So back to Sam.
Next Generation.
Star Trek: The Next Generation. Some would say the point where the franchise found a new wonderful peak. Is it on the board? Next Generation at 35 points is the top answer. Well done. So back to you, Tommy. Name a Star Trek show.
Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine. Let's see if it's on the board. Very popular answer. Some would say more popular than Next Gen. Deep Space Nine with 22 points is our second answer. An excellent move. So now it becomes slightly more tactical, because there are definitely more Star Trek shows than there are spaces on the board. Aid, can you name a Star Trek show that's on the board?
Star Trek: The Original Series.
Star Trek: The Original Series. Kirk, Spock, the originators of it all. Is the original series on the board? Thankfully, long gone, but not forgotten. The News Titans now. Can you name a Star Trek show that when 100 people were asked to name a Star Trek show, they came up with?
I can probably name a Star Trek show. Whether it actually was a Star Trek show is another matter. Picard.
You're young, but you're not that young. Okay, let's see if Picard, brand new series, is on the board. Picard is on the board for 3. Well done, Justin. So there's only one to find now. And it's down to you, Tommy. Can you name the missing Star Trek show for a full blowout?
I've only got one left, so I hope it's Enterprise.
Enterprise, Scott Bakula. It's Bakula time. Is he on the board? Sadly cancelled before its time, and not making the board here. Because Enterprise has come up, I have to, by law, mention that the 4th season of Enterprise is some of the best Star Trek out there, and almost none of you have seen it. So, Aid, it's back to you. Can you name the missing Star Trek show? Gonna have to rush you.
Yes, I'm thinking about Star Trek, the animated series.
Yeah, good show.
Star Trek, the animated series, between the original series and the first slow motion picture. There was Star Trek, the animated series. Let's see if it's on the board. It's not on the board. Octocon, staying your toes is maybe your chance to steal. So, Sam, it's back to you. Can you name the missing Star Trek show? An easy answer, an easy round that has suddenly become very tense.
What was that animated series? Not that animated series, the other animated series.
Yes.
Lower Decks. I think that was
Lower Decks. Let's see if the adventures of Mariner, Tendi, and Boimler are up on the board. Is Lower Decks on the board?
Yay!
Lower Decks on the board for 4. Well done, a complete blowout. That's I believe it's 100. You're now Titancon is now in the lead. Well done. Of course, it's double. So Titancon are well in the lead. Octocon, you have to get really on your toes for the next round. Let's have the next two people up to the podium. So I believe that's James Shields and
Me.
Aid.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. In advance.
You don't have to believe in yourself, Aid. You just have to believe in the version of your teammates that believes in you.
Go on.
Out of 100 people surveyed, they were get your hands ready to clap. Out of 100 people were surveyed, were asked to name someone who has played Dracula.
Oh,
wow, like a ninja. In there's Aid. Do you have a name for me, sir?
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, an excellent answer. Is Gary Oldman, is he a man who's played Dracula? But more importantly, is he on the board? Gary Oldman is, of course, on the board at 23. An excellent answer. There are two above it, though. So do you feel confident you can find the rest of the board and clear it?
No.
Me either.
No, let's steal it.
I can think of two, and that's it.
Yeah.
Do you want to pass it to Octocon?
Yeah.
Let's pass it.
Okay.
Give them a chance.
How generous of you, hey? What a generous man you are. So, Janet, you're up for Octocon. Can you name a person who has played Dracula?
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Yeah, iconic Dracula from Hammer Horror.
Of course he is. Christopher Lee, the iconic Dracula of Hammer Horror. Is he
that's
on the
what I'd
board?
have said.
Christopher Lee for 26 points. Well done. Still not our top answer, though. So, Paul Carroll, this is your chance. Can you give us the top answer?
This definitely won't be the top answer. I don't even know if it'll make it to the board, but Adam Sandler, because he was in Transylvania. Hotel Transylvania.
Adam Sandler. An unconventional answer, to be sure. Let's see if Adam Sandler is on the board. Adam Sandler is not on the board.
Sadly.
Shocking.
Oh,
no. So, James Shields, back to you. Can you name someone who has played Dracula?
Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi's dead, but is he on the board? Let's hear it out for him. Bela Lugosi. Of course, the man who on film probably is best known for the role is, of course, Bela Lugosi. So we're back to Janet. Can you fill in the rest of the board below Gary Oldman for naming actors who have played Dracula?
Oh, God. Beau Bridges.
Beau Bridges. Excellent.
Dracula Dead and Loving It, I think.
Beau Bridges is an excellent pick. Let's see if Beau Bridges is on the board. Sadly, no. Lovers of cinema do not respect Beau Bridges' performance as Dracula. Let's see. So, Titancon, stay on your toes because it's your chance to steal. If Paul isn't able to name someone else who played Dracula.
I mean, I was clutching at straws with Adam Sandler. So I don't have another answer. The ones I knew were already on the board.
Okay.
I'll just pass. Sorry, guys.
You might as well say anything at this point because if you pass, it just goes straight across.
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen. Let's see if he's on the board.
That's a good guess.
Ian McKellen.
Gandalf? You've got to be kidding.
Board. He has played other things.
Ian McKellen played Dracula in a Pet Shop Boys video.
Okay, right.
He did.
Excellent. That's what makes it an excellent answer.
That was a guess.
Sadly, not popular enough to make it to the board. So, Titancon, you have an opportunity to confer. If you can name one other person, then you get to steal the 33, 26, and 23 points.
Either Leslie Nielsen, who I think was dead, wasn't it?
Yep, Leslie Nielsen.
Luke Evans, who was Dracula.
Oh, that's right. Look, I'm going Luke Evans.
So,
Leslie Nielsen.
Let's go with Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, I think so.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. So, he's dead, but is he loving it? Is Leslie Nielsen on the board? Yeah! Leslie Nielsen is the next answer for 8. Congratulations, you've stolen the board for Titancon.
Who were the other two?
Well done.
Eddie Murphy, maybe?
Playing. So let's see who the 3 remaining answers are. So at the bottom is Jack Palance for 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
These, of course, are based on these are ranked by how many people answered the question. Name someone who played Dracula. So Two people did
know
say
Jack
Jack
Palance
Palance.
did Dracula.
So the next one in popularity is Frank Langella, long loved actor of very fun actor of television, and the final missing answer of who
Eddie
played
Murphy.
Dracula is Vincent
we forgot about him.
Price.
Vincent Price.
This is a somewhat controversial answer because some might not associate Price with the role of Dracula, but he has actually played Dracula in a comedic role.
Wow.
So well done to the Titancon team for getting all the way through that. So yes, let's see. Who's up next? It's Janet and Sam. Back to the podium
Just slide into
for
position.
our last answer. So the last question in the game. Name one of the Fellowship of the Ring, and in there, amazingly fast was Janet.
Okay. Legolas.
Legolas. So he's not made of Lego. He's not a lass. But is he on the board, Legolas? Legolas not on the board when
my God!
people were asked to name a member of the Fellowship of the Ring. Legolas was not popular enough to make the board. It's the top 7 answers. Keep in mind, not a full set. So Titancon, do you have a more popular answer?
Frodo Baggins.
Yeah.
Frodo Baggins.
Yeah.
Let's see if Frodo Baggins is on the board.
Top answer.
Frodo Baggins is the top answer with 34. There was actually an opportunity for those out there who are watching. There was actually another answer that could have been given that would have lost them and put it back to Octocon because, as I say, there's only 7. So Sam, you have control of the board. Name the members of name one of the Fellowship of the Ring. Do you want to play or pass?
Oh, definitely playing, considering I just finished the audiobooks again today.
Oh,
So,
excellent.
Okay, you're feeling confident. Let's see if that confidence was rewarded. So the next in the team is Tommy. Can you name a member of the Fellowship of the Ring?
Gimli.
Gimli. Let's see where Gimli lands on the board. Gimli, third answer at 13 people. So it's a good answer. It's solid. Let's go to Aid and see if you can name a member of the Fellowship of the Ring.
Let's go for the obvious. Sam Gamgee.
Sam Gamgee. Okay, let's see if Sam Gamgee's on the board. Sam is our second answer at 17. Going for the obvious is not a bad strategy. So, as we seem to have struck on a set of book readers, this is going to be a lot less dicey than it might have been initially. So back to from Sam to Sam. Sam, can you answer us another? You name us another member of the Fellowship.
Go with Gandalf.
Gandalf. All right, let's see if Gandalf's on the board. Close to falling off it. So, Tommy, can you name a more popular member of the Fellowship?
Aragorn.
Aragorn. So, still not king, but is he on the board?
Yes.
Aragorn is on the board for 10 points. Well done, Tommy. So, Aid, back to you.
Being a Lord of the Rings aficionado, I would say Merry.
Merry. Okay, let's see if Merry is on the board.
What?
Not whether member of the Fellowship or not. It's whether out of 100 people surveyed, did they answer the name? So Mary's not on the board. Octocon, stay on your toes because your chance to steal may be coming up. We're back to Team Captain Sam. Name a member of the Fellowship.
Gotta go with Boromir.
Oh no.
Boromir.
Yeah, good one.
When watching the movie, I watched Boromir give his speech about his homeland, and I just got more and more anxious sitting in the chair because I knew he was going to die. He was going to die painful. He was going to die horribly because every other member of the Fellowship had said exactly nothing about where they were from, and Boromir talked for 1 minute and 40 seconds, and I timed it, about his homeland. So it was like, oh, they're going to kill him. Oh, they're going to kill him badly. He's still talking. What are they going to do? Flay him alive? Let's see if Boromir's on the board. Armor for 12 points. Well done. He got you through. Sacrifice it is not in vain. So, Tommy, this is there's one answer left on the board. Can you name the missing member of the Fellowship?
So, Pippin, I suppose. Pippin?
That's your answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Pippin, let's see. Pippin is on the board.
Yeah.
Well done for complete blowout. 100 points and double money. Titancon has done an excellent job and answered every question going. And that's our last question of the game, of course. So, if there was any doubt at all in people's minds as to whether this quiz is fixed in favor of Octocon, we've run it twice now. The Octocon team has unfortunately had their powers sapped by running a wonderful convention for you all. The Octocon on 189 points. Commiserations and thanks for a great try to the Octocon team of Janet. Janet, Paul, and James. And hearty congratulations to the Titancon team of Sam, Tommy, and Aid on 733 points. Well done, well done, well done. And thanks to you all at home for watching. We're running more events like this, but probably not as complicated as this all across the convention weekend. So take a look at your schedules and plot your route through the weekend to come. Thanks to everyone who filled out our survey. Thanks to Risa, our chairperson and producer for today. She's the person switching the cameras. Faraday, the head of virtual ops, for making us look good and editing this back together afterwards. Good luck. Catherine, our head of programming, for assembling the survey, and Danielle for helping me with the gags last minute. I've been and will hopefully continue to be James Brophy, builder of the set and your host for today. And if you enjoyed this quiz, then please consider a donation, large or small, to belong to. And hopefully we'll see you again over the weekend at Octocon.